Hi, welcome to week 3. This week we're going to look at publishing our screencasts so that we can make them accessible for our users and staff. One of the things, in addition to look at hosting options this week, we'll be talking about file formats and screen capture sizes. I know this past week many of us were just experimenting, and that's really what I wanted everyone to do. Just get your feet wet and feel comfortable with screencasting and not worrying about all of the technical aspects. This week we cover a little bit more in detail, though, how to effectively choose a screen dimension that you want to capture. Before we get into that, though, I want to just bring your attention to all of the discussion that's going on in our various homework options or assignment options. And one I'd like to bring your attention to specifically is option 1, the Jing and Screamer. And if you go into that about 2/3 of the way down, I'm going to call out Brett Christensen because I think Brett did a really interesting job of creating a screencast of a PowerPoint presentation. So if we go to that, it's about 2/3 down the list, and you follow his YouTube. And this will start up in just a moment. I'm going to stop it and just tell you a little bit about some of the things Brett has done in here. He takes what could be a very difficult concept, how to shepherdize a case, and in 4 minutes, almost 5, creates a very step-by-step approach explaining a lot of the technical aspects of how to do that. And in the process, he's introduced some really good techniques for highlighting information and providing some guidance. Now, this is just another example. Many of the screencasts most of us are doing are a web application, something that we can demonstrate and show the mouse movements. I wanted you to see Brett's example because it just shows how you can take a PowerPoint presentation and maybe a lecture you've done in the past or something you've presented to an audience. You can make that available by simply screencasting presenting of that. And one of the tips to getting that to work is making it available in a dimension that's going to work for a screen capture size. So if we look at this resource that I'm providing for you, and the link is in your announcement, I've created just a simple web page that has embedded graphics that correspond to those pre-select dimensions that Screener and Screencast-O-Matic have. Let's say that I wanted to create a screencast of our Infopeople course, and I wanted to just give people a highlight in the smallest footprint possible that would allow me to cover the material. I could pull up this page and resize my window. Notice I'm resizing my browser window contents, and when I say the contents, I'm ignoring the menu bars, I'm ignoring the scroll bars, just the content area. Once I have that graphic on my screen, I can flip over to my course and I see that this dimension may not work really good for me because I'm cutting off some of the content on the right, and I really don't want to do that left to right mouse scrolling. So I'm going to try a different dimension. Let me come back to this, scroll down, and I see that if I was using Screener, I might try that second dimension. Since I'm going to use Screencast-O-Matic, I'm going to go with this 800 by 600. Again, I resize that window to see if I can get this to fit. I look at how it fits in my Infopeople course, and it does fit an 800 by 600 footprint. Now I've got a basic idea of what I want to capture. So when I start my screen recording process, I can start my recording. And notice the window comes up. I'm going to choose 800 by 600 for this demo, and then I move it. I get that double arrow and position it over that same real estate. So by doing that little prep work, you're able to tell if the screen you're trying to capture for your demo is going to size in the dimension space, whether it's a preset or how you want to select it. So that's just a quick tip to experiment. I know that I sometimes struggle with capturing those proper dimensions, and I thought that's a tool you all could use. So again, look at everybody's responses. We've got some great discussion, excellent examples. I know I've picked up some tips from all of you, and I appreciate all the work that's going on. So enjoy publishing and look forward to seeing what you all publish this week. Thanks.